Hey there, everybody. Happy, I don't even know what day it is. I can't even tell you. Maybe it's a Wednesday. It has been a crazy, wild one for me. I hope everybody's had an amazing week. So far. I just got to Bogota. So many crazy things are going on. I was in the middle of an interview, and then there was a fire alarm, and then I had to go running. I left, walked outside with shorts on. Let me just say, it has been an exciting day. So, without further ado, let's get it started. We have some crazy last minute topics that we just got some alpha on that we're going to be talking about. So let's get it. Hey man, how we doing?
What's up? Just getting some last minute stuff situated on the old computer screens.
Oh, that's exciting.
What is going on? So you made it. You're live.
I made it. I'm alive. I'm still wearing shorts. But yeah, man. Just went running outside of the freaking. I thought there was maybe a fire because I was in the middle of this interview with Cardiza Latina. So if you guys aren't following Cardiza Latina, you should, especially if you speak Spanish, because the interview was in Spanish. But yeah, she's amazing. We're going to have her on actually sometime soon to cover the Catalyst Fund because she's gotten funded 3 times. Okay. Right. And we just need to get funded once at least. So if we can get funded, once, that would be fantastic. It would be amazing. We could do some cool stuff. So we're gonna shoot for that, and we're gonna have her talk through and tell us how we can do that together. It's gonna be beautiful. But anyway, so I was in the middle of this interview. Fire alarm goes off. I'm like, hey guys, sorry, I've got to go because I've already been here 15 minutes after the fire alarm started going off. I might actually be in danger. So yeah, I go running out of my room in freaking shorts and a dress shirt on, and yeah. Anyways, but my day was good.
That was fun.
I got here in Colombia at I'm glitching a lot. It's that good old Colombian reception. But so I got here in Colombia at 1 a.m. this morning. Well, I went to sleep at 1 a.m. Woke up at 5:30. Have been hustling ever since. So, yeah. How's your days, Desert? What have you been up to?
My day's all right. I almost didn't make it home for the stream.
That's crazy. How did that happen?
Well, so I went down to Phoenix. First of all, I woke up and it was a nice, balmy, 55 degrees up here, right? Mm-hmm. I get down to the job site in Phoenix a couple hours later. It's already 96 degrees. So a 40-degree swing. And then luckily I left the job site down there early because I had some other stuff I had to do up here. And as I was coming up the mountain, there was a traffic jam because some car decided to take out a pickup truck and almost crashed through the guardrail and was pinned behind the wheel by the time I made it to the crash site. And the cops were there. And yeah, apparently I barely made it through. Right after I went through, the cop was starting to back up and block traffic. And 3 hours later, I get a call from our delivery driver and she's saying, hey, are you still in Phoenix? I was like, no, I already made it home. She's like, well, that's good because there's a 10-mile traffic jam and people are outside of their cars. I was like, whoa. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So almost didn't make it home for the stream, but other than that, everything's good. Got the dog some bling.
I saw that. You took some profits. Geez, I was going to make a terrible joke. But before I make that terrible joke, because I'm still probably going to make it, yeah, I'm glad you took profits. and I'm glad you did not take profits at the expense of our entire community.
Ooh.
But give me a second. I'm going to actually see if I can fix this internet situation real quick. So I'm going to be here, but maybe we'll start Market Watch a little bit early, and then we'll come back and do this again.
Do you want me to go into Market Watch right now?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. What's up, Jaleesa? Big love to you. And can you actually... I have a chart I would like for you to look at.
Stop your camera from auto tracking. That might be it.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, because your camera keeps auto tracking you.
And then I'm glitching.
I bet that's what it is. It's like it's trying to, maybe there's not enough light, so the camera's trying to find you. Because you're not glitching. You're like, you know what I mean? Because you're good now. So like when you're moving,
did I look better?
There you go.
So now I look better?
I mean, you're not glitching.
Okay. Well, there we go.
No,
I'm going to plug myself straight into the router.
Oh, yeah. That's where you should be anyways, bro. You always got to plug straight in.
You're not wrong. I almost made it here late for the stream from being outside locked out of my room, okay?
Were you on your laptop outside?
No.
Did you do an interview before this stream?
Oh, I did. Okay, maybe I could have been already plugged in, but it went smoothly. There was no glitching on that.
We've been in the green room for like a half hour, bro.
Says I'm bright-skinned and confusing the camera. I am. I have so many lights in here. It's crazy. I can actually turn some off if that helps. But all right, so I'm going to do this. We're going to go into Market Watch, and then please end Market Watch with the special chart. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But so without further ado, let's get into it. Galactic Hats holders and people that have Nova, allegedly it'll be okay, but I will say it doesn't look like it's okay right now.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Let's check the market update. Before we do that, I know we didn't stream last night. John was traveling, and I had to get a video cut. It did go out. It is John's interview with King David from Ascent Rivals and Crypto Chips IO. Awesome interview. Go check it out, especially if you're into Web3 gaming. So go check that out. But let's get into market cap. We'll probably talk about that when John gets back. Oh my goodness, we are dropping while we are on stream. So market cap's down 3.3%, coming in at 2.3 trillion. Volume is at 81 billion. Bitcoin dominance is the same at 53.9. Ethereum has dropped a couple points down to 13.4. And it's going to be 11.962492495 Gwei to send to ETH transaction. So Bitcoin just dropped back below 63,000 while we were doing the intro, coming in at 62,833, down 2.1%. Ethereum's at 2562, down 3.1%. BNB's back under 600 at 582, down 3.6. Solana's coming in at 147, down 3.3. XRP coming in at 57 cents, down 2.4. Dogecoin still at a dime, but down 2.6. Toncoin, the only green in the top 10, coming in at 566, up 0.3. Cardano's down 2.8%, coming in at 37.88, and it has regained a position over Tron. So that is good to know. Let's take a look at the biggest winners. WorldCoin coming in at 13.4%, Notcoin up 2.4%, Injective up 1.7%, and Leo up 0.9%. I am going to assume that this WorldCoin, the reason it is pumping is because apparently OpenAI is now going to be a for-profit company, with Sam Altman taking the very first shares. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's not the same projects, but there is a lot of correlation between stealing data and LLMs. So we know WorldCoin likes to take your biometric data. Sam Altman likes to get LLMs with OpenAI. I don't know. Maybe that's a far stretch. Let's look at the biggest losers. Celestia taking a big hit, down 8.1%. PopCat down 8.9%. The Graph down 6.2%. Render down 5.9%. ASI down 5.7%. All the big movers are retracing. Pith is down 5.5%. Jasmine down. Psy down. Everything is down. But we've been talking about this. We said the market is getting ready to roll over. So let's look at stocks. TradFi coming in mixed today. We got the Dow Jones down 0.7. We got the S&P down 0.2. NASDAQ is flat to up at 0.04. And the Russell K is down 1.19. But the VIX has only went up. The VIX only went up to 0.13%. So that's good. So even though people are taking profits, market's going down, traders aren't scared. They're not thinking it's volatile. It's just par for the course going into Q4. Let's look at Asia. So China's money printer got turned back on, apparently. They reduced mortgages by 50 bips. They're reducing the amount of reserves that banks need to give out credit, kind of like we did back in COVID, where we went to like a 0% reserve currency for the banks. We got the Aussie index up 0.5%. We got the Nikkei up 1.64. India, Hong Kong haven't reported. Shanghai is flat. Pre-market for tomorrow. Pre-market not looking too bad. I mean, Dow Jones 0.13, S&P 0.26, NASDAQ 0.52, oil 0.1, so kind of flat. Right here, OpenAI CTO Mira Marathi announces she's leaving the company. Ooh, maybe she does not agree with turning OpenAI to a for-profit company. I don't know. All right, so let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin started dropping right after we went live. So we've been looking at the daily, and we were talking about how we keep getting rejected off the 200. Well, we got rejected again today, right here, Wednesday the 25th. We got rejected with the 1.75 dip today. And you can see this starting to roll over. You got the money flow. I mean, the momentum's rolling over. The VWAP's going down. Money flow's turned to the red. Everything looking bearish. Like I said, we've been way overextended from the 21. Getting a little bullish cross on the 21, passing the 50. But we still need to come down and touch this right here. Let's see. We did not put in a higher high. So, I mean, we bodied. It looks like we bodied a higher high. What is that? That's a 64,243, 64,190. So we bodied a higher high, but we did not put in a higher price because these wicks go a lot higher. So this wick is at 65,149, and the biggest wick right here is at 64,800. So, and this is something we talked about weeks ago, that until we start closing candles above 63, 64K, we're not out of the woods. And in theory, until we break this trend line right here, break it, retest it, we can always come back and fall back to the bottom of this channel. Let's go down and look at the 4 hour. 4 hour kind of looking like old crypto faces Three Amigos, or a weird looking Head and Shoulders, and it is curving. You can see it curving. So this is everything we've been talking about this for a couple of days now. So you can see that curve. You know, you can see the bearish divs. So I do expect to come back down. Let's see if we're losing any. Oh, so the 100, we're bouncing off the 200 right now on the 100. If for some reason we lose this 200 on the 1 hour, that could spell a nice big dump. I mean, I imagine if we lose this, our last level of support, you can see I got this alarmed, because if we lose 62,247, I will be going short, hopefully all the way down to 60,000 here. And then I have my alarm up here. So if we break this 64,544, I will be going long. I'm just playing this kind of range right here. So if we lose this 200 on the 1 hour, I could see us coming down to the 200 on the 4 hour. That's way down here at 59,000. So we could definitely just, especially if it's like a long squeeze, it could just be cascading liquidation. Boom, 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 all the way down. But let's turn our attention to some other ones. WIF kind of been bucking the trend. It was still pumping even today. Still had, you know, big green candle the other day, broke through all these SR levels that I had. I haven't had time to go back and like go through it and see what's going on with WIF. I know I tried to short it yesterday and got stopped out, so I just left it alone until I had more data to go on. It's not as easy when you're looking on your phone as when you get on the computer and you're able to draw SRs and everything like that. Look at the silver chart. All right, let me run through these real quick, Daniel, and I will check the silver chart. I'm sure it is looking good. Near, you know, we were talking about this the other day. So Near was the only one I think that didn't have the bullish div on the 4 hour that we were looking at. Yeah. So, but it is, the 4 hour is rolling over. We are getting that green dot or that red dot on the daily. We are super overextended from the 21. So just like everything else, I expect this to roll down. You know, we could, oh, let's go back. Don't switch on me. Don't switch on me. Let's go back to the daily. We might, so we got a W pattern here. We might just get something like this. Get a little handle right here, you know, and then we have a cup and a handle. That would be nice. Or like we were talking about the other day, it could come down. We could start getting into a lot of inverse head and shoulders.
I like that.
There's a lot of charts that are starting to look like this. So that with these W's right here, let's go to FET. Well, FET had like a head and shoulders that already played out here. But this could be an overall cup and handle coming down. But as you can see, red dot on the daily. You know, we still got that bearish div. I mean, this, so back here is when we were talking about the bearish div on Monday, right? And then Tuesday, it's like I talked about all this on Monday, and Tuesday was like, you know what? Screw desert. We're going to go long. We're going to pump the whole market for a day. And then on Wednesday, when he comes back on, he's going to look like an idiot. So no, we're still going down, people. We are still going down. It doesn't mean it's going to be extreme, but like I said, if we lose some key levels on Bitcoin over here, go back to the daily on Bitcoin. If we lose some key levels, you know what I mean? We lose this 62.4, you know, I'm expecting at least to come down to 60. We lose that, boom, we're coming back down to probably 59. And when that happens, altcoins are going to dump. So, you know, take some profit, realize some profit. That's kind of why I put out that tweet early. It's not like I bought the dog's gold chains. They were like $40 a piece. You know what I mean? They weren't, it's not like they're solid gold, but that was the point. The point of the tweet was take some profit. take some profit while we are up. That was the whole point of the tweet. So we come down to ADA. ADA's in this similar pattern to near. I knew there was another chart that was looking like near, and this is on the daily. So we could have a head or a shoulder, a head, come back down. But ADA's not looking too bad. I told you guys the other day that it was looking stronger than Bitcoin, but we are on the daily. We are coming to a top. We did hit resistance right here at 38.67. Could not get above it, and now we're retracing a little bit. We are overextended from the 21. So I do kind of expect it. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm going to set an alarm. I'm going to set an alarm right here at 37.26, because if we lose that, that's a big gap. That's a big volume gap. Look at this. So you got your high volume node right here, and then your next nodes don't start to here. So that's a good sized valley right there. And if we lose that, just to the next SR level is about a 5% freaking move. You know, you got 8, 9, 10x on that. Well, do the math. You know, you got 40, 45, 50% move. So that's something to watch right there. We haven't printed a red dot yet. We do have money flow coming to the upside. This is all on the daily. So money flow is coming up to the upside. You see, we drew this a while back, and it didn't even need that far to play out. It went up a lot quicker than that. We got the VWAP coming down. It looks like it's wanting to clip up top, but I mean, it could keep going. Let's go down to the lower levels. Let's see here. It's pretty much kind of a bearish div, but I don't know if I would stretch it that far. There was a lot of price action in between that, but that is kind of a bearish div. You know, you got higher momentum, a little bit lower price. Let's go down to the lower time frame. 4 hour is coming back down. We could see something as simple, which would be like some hopium for us. We see this 4 hour come back, touch this 37.26 right as the 21's coming up. They give a nice little kiss, maybe just a little breakthrough, and then we keep going. You know, but this is the best movement we've had above the 200 from Cardano in a while. You know what I mean? This one kind of went up, went straight down. But if we look back here, you know, way back here in July, we kind of went up and we did a nice slow decline below the 200. And then here at the end of August, we went up and we came right back down. So hopefully this can buck that trend of coming back and breaking back through, because we do have everything turning bearish. Look, 21 through the 200, 21 through the 50, then the 200 and up, 50 through the 200 and up, 200 well below down here. So it's looking good like in the long term, but we need to come back down a little bit. So that's about it. And everything's pretty much looks the same. Ondo's coming back down. What is this? Kind of a weird cup and handle, but maybe we see something like that. You know, here, let's get rid of this.
In the massive unlock soon too?
Is that the end of the year?
Okay. We have time then.
Yeah.
Can still pump.
Oh yeah. It's gonna pump Q4. I'm gonna do some more research. Still got this cold, can't shake it. What's going on, Blocky? Hope you get better, bro.
Blocky. Yeah, get better, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking towards the beginning to mid-December, and I'm gonna do some more research into the actual unlock, because it's a massive unlock. But is it like the tokens are unlocked, but I don't know. I got to look into it a little more, because if that's the case, the supply is going to more than double, I believe. It's going to be a major unlock. So your price, your coin, your circulation to market cap is going to increase, therefore diluting the price. So, but hopefully we can get $2-3 by then, maybe $4, and I'll be dumping, and then I'll just wait to see, because I do think Ondo is going to be a massive project, but I'm not going to let them cut my bags in half with a huge cliff unlock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
speaking of huge cliff unlocks, I'm gonna throw this chart up.
Oh, you got it up?
Yep.
All right.
So this chart, let's see. Let's get into this. Let's get under this. So here it is. Okay. Take a look at that. This is an 85% move. Okay. This is Nova. Okay. Nova is the token of the Galacticats. And here is another thing I'm going to show you guys. So we have this. Galacticats. Previously trading, upwards of 50 ADA. Now the floor is 9 ADA. And so there are mixed stories on what's actually going on here with this project. So we wanted to talk a little bit about it. There was some speculation and stuff on the Twitter timeline that the founder rugged the project. However, there was a massive message in general chat from the founder talking about how he's doxxed, basically trying to assure people that the project wasn't rugged, even though he had to sell a lot of things from a couple different wallets in order to pay the devs and in order to pay the people that were being paid for the project, right? There was a bigger wallet with some ADA that, it was spent, and all kinds of different stuff. But the community went on Twitter and then basically called the project a rug and said how disappointed that they were in the founder before talking to the founder. So then the giant message in general chat in Galacticats, it is one of those that is very long, very, 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 very long message. Basically stating that he was going to make an announcement. He sold some of these things for development. And so it's kind of in a very tough situation because the drama on...
Let me chime in real quick. Okay. Did he tell the community before he sold all of this?
No.
Then it's a rug.
He said he had to make hard decisions to keep the project alive.
You tell him then. You tell him. I understand. There's a difference between a failed business and a rug. And when you dump everything on your community without telling them, that's like the definition of a rug. The only reason he didn't tell them is because he didn't want to be their exit liquidity. He wanted them to be his exit liquidity. For whatever the reason. I'm not saying he did it for personal gain. He did it to pay developers, whatever. But in my opinion, that's the difference between a rug. Now, if he would have said, hey, the project, we're underwater. I need to sell this stuff because we got to pay the devs. I got bills to pay, That's one thing. That's like a failed business. That's whatever, I don't know. My 2 cents. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I've spoken to the founder, not recently, not since this has happened, but I felt like he's a really good actor. I felt like he really cared about what he was doing. He seemed really interested in doing what he was doing. So I can't say one way or another, but I will say a character that everybody knows in the community. I'm not going to say their particular name just in case, but that has another project that other people might know as the Mallard Order, took the opportunity of commenting on one of the large posts about the project being a rug and it being really disappointing, right? Mm-hmm. To promote his Raiders platform that is in direct competition with their Raiders platform. So he took it upon himself to promote his project. at that particular moment of weakness. And so I think that no matter what happens, this is going to be shaky waters and definitely difficult to come back from, right? Because like it's one thing to be a project that rugged, right? Because there was all kinds of talking about CTOing it. And then being a project that rugged but then actually didn't rug is actually kind of worse, because then you can't CTO it because it's not rugged, right? So it's kind of like in this weird state of limbo.
What do you mean? What do you consider it not being rugged?
The control of all of the assets, all of the developed products, is still owned by the founder.
That doesn't mean it's not rugged.
Well, yes, but it's like
when a person rugs a project, they take everything.
But they could have relinquished all of the things that had been developed to that point because it was community funds.
Well, then it's not really a rug.
I mean, I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that it's like, if it was a rug where it's like everything is given over to the community, you all figure it out, right? Like some of the other projects, like what Title Pending has going on with Borgs and some of these other founders, like, I mean, even Simple Minded, where he has all those projects, it's like those people are like, here's all the things we have for the most part, right? Minus the money, figure it out, right? And I'm saying that had that been the case, somebody could have come in, taken all of it, and then been like, okay, I can figure something out here. I can get some investors. We can revive this, blah, blah, blah. You know, most of the development is already done. But since that's not the case, you don't even have that opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a worse rug.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, like, it's then not like intentional.
Let me put this in perspective. And this is bringing up old wounds. The Junkies. Everybody calls the Junkies a rugged project, but technically, it wasn't really a rugged project. You know what I mean? Did they fulfill what they said they were going to do? No. Did it fail? Well, they have watched the interview with Machinist in DZ. He comes up with a lot of reasons. I'm not saying they were justified reasons, but they were reasons. And he did, not only did he give it to the community, he didn't leave them penniless. Now, when we got it, we were damn near penniless. But the original people that took over the Junkies were all given, I'm not going to say the amounts, there was 3 of them that were all given a bag of Veda each to help to run the project, and they were giving almost 50,000 ADA.
Yeah, which was lost in the Zenduku Dragons, right? Is that correct?
Right. That was, most of that was lost on the Zeitaku Dragons. I think it was
80,000 ADA and 50,000 ADA was lost, and then the remainder
no,
it was 50.
Because I was there during all of that, and I was against the whole move, because that's a whole different story. In our discussions about the Zeitaku investment, I learned some stuff, went to the Zeitaku Discord, raised holy hell because they were changing stuff, dumped all my eggs and my dragons that I had, and then told them guys that this is not a good idea. But I wasn't I wasn't part of the team or anything like that at the time. So
shout out to Simple Minded. Yeah. We were actually just talking about you, Simple Minded. I don't know if you actually got here for that part, but we're talking about the Galactic Cats, which a lot of people are coming on to social media saying that it rugged. You can look at the Nova price chart. Actually, I'll throw it up again real quick just because like it's kind of
Simple Minded. When my Zesty Zebras go to moon.
Yeah.
No. See, now that also wasn't like a rug. Simple Minded bought it from them. So I mean, in sense, it was a rug. The founders, those guys, you know, they did what they did.
We're talking about, this was what people were calling a rug. And then I had the Galactic Cats up. Their floor price is now 9 ADA. But yes, and I did have safe travels. I got here. I'm here. It's exciting. Let me tell you, it is very beautiful. But so the thing about this, community members were calling it a rug, and then the founder came out and said it wasn't a rug, that he had to sell things to pay the devs for their development, and he didn't announce it because he was going to make an announcement. The problem is that now, even if it's not a rug, the Mallard Order took the opportunity to promote their Raiders platform, which was what they were creating anyways. The Galactic Cats was creating Raiders platform. Right. A lot of people floored their NFTs. A lot of people sold their Nova. And so it's just really a really rough situation. So even if it's not a rug, it's going to be very difficult to come back from. I still don't. I'm sorry. I can't get over the fact that he did it without telling the community. Okay. That to me makes it a 100% rug. Yo, if that's what you can't get over. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it wouldn't have I'm not saying it wouldn't have been a rug if he told the community and then went ahead and did it. But the fact that he did all of that and then once he got called out, tried to explain himself. Come on, bro. Come on. What you think we're freaking children? Well, you know what I mean? I will say there was something else that I saw that was even crazier. And I can't even, right? It was just something I saw. It's nothing I would opine on, but I will just say that, yeah, it's a tough situation. And yeah, we're just talking on our space about this. Go mint JPEG bosses and badass honey badgers. I got a couple of badass a handful of badass honey badgers the other day because we were actually in a box space. Shout out to Mythical. We love Mythical. And so we were basically talking about box token, and the box token was pumping. I'm actually going to look at it right now, see if it's still pumped. While you look that up, we never went through. Let's reset the room real quick because we went right into market updates. Yes, we did. So we never went through what's going on with the project. Right. We never did anything. Everybody do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. We just dropped a new video last night. We did not go live. I kind of explained this during the update. John was traveling. I had some stuff to do. I edited his interview with King David. Awesome interview. Talks about cryptochips.io. And if you're into Web3 gaming, drop some pretty spicy alpha about Ascent Rivals. Check that out. That went out last night. If you're on Twitter, tag some DGens, repost, do all that good stuff. Do us a favor. Follow everybody on the ticker on the bottom. Check out tokenempire.xyz. Free for everybody. But if you own a boss, you get access to the pro version for life. Bosses are currently minting right now at 99 ADA. And they're getting more expensive because eventually Cardano is going to be at $1. Then it's going to be like $99 versus the like $37 or $38 it is right now. And you get Token Empire for life if you own a boss. That's access to the trading bot. That's access to watch lists, notifications, push notifications, SMS notifications. AWS sucks, just so anybody knows. They're very slow. And we're still waiting on the pending for the SMS, but everything has been submitted. It is on their end to activate the SMS messages, but we still have email and push notification messages that are live. So if you want to see when another project rugs, you can set a notification for Galactic Cats at 10 ADA. And when it hits that, it'll send you a message letting you know that all your money has been lost. So, I know, my bad. Too soon. Sheesh. I own some Galactic Cats, so I just I do. I own a handful. I just expect all my NFTs to go to zero. So, you know, so I'm there right with you. I may not own hundreds. I'm not a whale, but I do own some. And yeah, I own a handful. Now, let me share some alpha because this is actually the first time, and I don't even know, you probably did this. I hope you did. I hope you've seen this already besides the screenshot that I took. Okay.
Well, now I hope I have too.
This is the first. This is the first time that I personally have actually looked at this on the computer. So everybody that's there, everybody that's in the audience right now, make sure that you share, like, and subscribe to this video right now, because this is some alpha on JPEG Empire. A lot of founders and a lot of projects talk about building, and then you hear crickets. We are in front of you every single day of the week. Every single day of the week. Besides yesterday, in which case we put a recorded video. Right? You're welcome. We were still in front of you. So what I'm saying is we're here every day of the week. Anytime we have updates, we give you some alpha on the updates. We try to keep everybody informed. If anybody ever has a question about what we're doing in the project, you can ask us. You can come in the Discord. You can DM me on Twitter. You can DM Desert on Twitter. You can hit up the Jpeg Empire account. We will check those. We will respond to you guys. It's just, a handful of us that actually respond, right? Like that are there to be able to respond. So if we get inundated with 1,000 requests, it's going to take us some time. We'll try to do it. But this is some alpha for you guys. We got this, and this is like a preemptive format for what it will actually look like with the droid room. So if you go to Token Empire and you notice the droid room, so here's the bot uptime, how many trades it's made, the TVL that you have locked, and profit in USD. So you'll actually see a chart of your profits and how it is going, right? You'll have a dashboard. Let's see the dashboard. So this is the dashboard so far. You can check out what the spot trades were. Look at this, right? You can see what trades it made. And then you can do futures positions. You can check out the futures positions that the bot actually took for you. And you can handle your billing stuff, right? And if you're connected to Kraken or Femex, boom. And then you get signals. You also get signals. And you can create different strategies for yourself. But, yeah. So you could trade along with the signals.
This is the first time I've seen this.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I like this.
This is based off of the money that you actually have in your Femex account that is trading on this bot. Because you actually will set how much you want. So right now, it's just cryptos and anything that is offered on Femex and Kraken.
Can we use this yet?
We cannot use this yet, but in about 2 weeks or less, we should be able to.
Because I got my Femex account up and ready to rock. So,
dude, I'm telling you,
I will personally be using it. That's better. I like the fact that they went with Femex also.
Yep.
Because
they're going to keep adding.
I didn't want to have to deal with, because our personal treasury, I mean, we're going to put our money where our mouth is, and we're going to take some of our personal treasury and do it on Kraken, because the company has an account on Kraken. And I didn't want to have to deal with getting another, because I don't have an account on Kraken. I didn't want to have to deal with another freaking exchange. So now that we got Femex, and I do a lot of trading on Femex, then I can use my personal one. See, that's what I want to know. Simple-minded. That's what we are in the talks with, because especially most of our audience is USA based. You know what I mean? Femex, you now have to be KYC'd unless you're grandfathered in. Or if you want to get a Plow ID, which is in the description below.
Yeah, you can get a Plow ID, and you should, because it protects you from all of the KYC stuff. So you can KYC everywhere, every single exchange everywhere. And I also want to answer this question. I need
to renew mine.
Oh, that's fine. I want to answer this question from Simple Minded. So you said, oh shit, this is all crypto and stocks, etc. So this bot will eventually be able to do Forex, be able to do stocks, be able to literally do all of the things. And as far as linking Coinbase, it's definitely something that I am certain that we're working on, right? Just in general. But these were the ones we went towards first. And it has to do with the bot's integration, like how it actually works, because we want it to be in a way that we can't actually take any of your money. And like full transparency here, there is a micro transaction that we actually make as a project for revenue. So this is to keep the project alive. So if you believe in this project, if you believe in what we're doing here, and if you benefit from using this trading bot, using it helps the project stay alive. Right. And it is based on per trade. So the bot makes all these trades. There's a small micro transaction fee.
Let's not call it a micro transaction. It's a service fee.
Okay.
It's just like when you make a swap on Dex Hunter or you make a swap on MinSwap.
Yes.
And they have the batcher fees and stuff like that. That's all it is.
Yes, but that service fee doesn't actually change your daily return. Right? Because that service fee is on per trade, but at the end of the day, the bot has made so many trades that you are making the same. And and you only need one boss for lifetime access, right? And then so this has been the thing that we've shot ourselves in the foot with, because we said this from the beginning. We were going to stick with this the whole time. And then now it's like, our mint is going slow. So if you haven't minted one, or if you need to mint some more, please do. But you only need one. And we believe that once projects start using this trading bot for different treasuries that they have, that a lot of the community is then going to FOMO in, right? When they see some of their biggest favorite projects are using this as a source of revenue, creating yield based on volume on Femex and Kraken, they're going to be like, oh, shoot, I would like a higher return like that. And this isn't crazy, outlandish returns. You could, if you were a trader, make much higher returns. But this is a relatively safer, more stable return over a long period of time, and it still ends up being a lot.
Trading is a full-time job, and most people aren't, and most people are not profitable. You know, that's why I have a real job, because even though I do pretty well at trading, like I haven't traded in a day and a half. You know, I haven't had no time to do it. So, you know, I'll be using the bot. I'll probably throw a couple grand in stable coins and just let her ride, baby. You know what I mean? Because you won't get that. You're not going to get the impermanent loss. So you buy Cardano and you round trip it. Well, you lost all your money. Well, a trading bot, it doesn't matter if the price is going up or down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And then, so I guess we should jump straight into it. There's this big article Desert was super excited about. Kamala Harris is bullish on blockchain and thinks that America should be the #1 in blockchain. And I'm not even going to pull the article up because that's how excited we are about it.
You pull the article up because I have a bookmark.
No, I'm not pulling the article
I have a freaking bookmark that gives you the answer. Come on, get bigger. Boom. So Kamala is bullish, right? Okay. Why am I seeing crypto people get all excited and hopeful that Kamala mentioned digital assets in some new plan? She's literally the sitting president right now in the most destructive administration crypto has ever seen. She and her people hate crypto and they hate you. So just anytime you see some BS statement about her being pro crypto, like she's literally the vice president right now. Literally. You don't think she has more power than Joe Biden? Joe Biden don't even know what day it is.
So listen, I will say I voted early before I came to Colombia, and I'm not going to say which way I voted, you know, because
there's only one correct answer, sir.
There are a lot of factors that were taken into consideration with the way that I voted, you know, Harambe 2025. But I still want to say that everybody needs to take it upon themselves to make sure that they vote. Yeah, man, make your voice be heard, because it doesn't really matter which side you're on. You can't bitch about it if you didn't influence the decision. Yeah, vote for Simple Minded. He already has 55 projects under his umbrella. Why not just throw all of the millions of people in the country under there too? I mean, I'm not even joking though. I do believe in what Simple Minded's doing, and he has a really solid, rock hard plan for a lot of the projects that he had. Well, for each individual project, but also together. And he's a very business minded guy, so I trust his leadership. You know, he would be pretty good option for president. You know what I'm
saying? I may not hold as many as Jeff Dukes does now, but I hold a freaking ish ton.
10% of the supply of freaking zesty zebras.
You know, a lot of zesty zebras. And
well, I had to, Daniel. She's black. I didn't have a choice.
She is only black like the past couple of years when she started running for president. Before that, she was Indian, bro. I'm just saying. Either way, it doesn't matter. You cut me off. I said, so the only reason I haven't dumped all my freaking zesty zebras is because Simple Minded took over the project. So
look, shout out to Boss Cat Rocket Club, Gregory Ward. Yes. We do love Boss Cat Rocket Clubs. I have my Boss Cat. I love him. Yep. I need to get more. But
there's a good buy-in right now. I mean,
is it really? What's the price at? What is it at? Because I might literally
OG Cat was at like 100. But I forgot to share the silver chart with Daniel, and I said I would. So I believe this is the one he wants to look at. So the silver per ounce. So let's look at the daily.
Do you know what I actually
getting ready to come down, Daniel?
Getting ready to come down. So start selling your fucking silver. Market sell your silver right now.
Start liquidating all your silver. No. Silver is an awesome hedge. Awesome hedge. Oh my bad, I was not live. What? Oh my bad, I was not live. LOL. Oh. Yeah, silver is an awesome hedge. I like buying silver dimes. So like I have bags of silver dimes. I like them because if we ever do get to the apocalypse, it's going to be hard to trade a 1 ounce or a 1 pound bar of silver for a glass of milk. But I can give them a silver dime. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do like silver. Silver's looking good. It's probably going to come down a little bit to the 21. Momentum's kind of high. No red dots or anything like that. Money flow is coming back down. VWAP's coming back down. So I do see a dip, but you don't buy silver to day trade with it. You know what I mean? You buy silver. Sent you a DM on Discord. Okay.
He said, I already market sold all my silver. I'm up. And I'm going to buy the silver dip so hard.
We've seen some of the pieces that Daniel and them bought in Vegas. Those are pretty dope little pieces.
Yeah, those were amazing.
But yeah, silver's something you buy for when you're thinking of silver. This is the chart you're looking at. You're looking at the weekly chart. And look at that. That is a massive new high on the weekly, but not a very big momentum wave. Let's go the monthly. So there's not really much TA to do. It is going to come. I do think it's going to come back down. We did get a green dot on the monthly right there. I don't know why it's covering it up. It won't show me. There we go. We didn't get another green dot. So we're showing a reversal. These red arrows are showing a reversal. It's going to come back down. It might be a good opportunity to buy some more. Let's go down to the daily. I mean, so the 21's down here at about $29. So
solid financial advice.
What? Buy NFTs, not silver. Well, if you go on CSwap, you can buy an NFT that is silver.
Yes, and on Mercado Marketplace.
And
which
on Mercado
Mercado is going to join us on the massive space on Friday.
So wait a minute. I didn't see this. So we could be breaking out of this oops. You know, where's our breakout? Our breakout's right there. Oops. I mean, that's got a target of $39. Breaking out of that broadening wedge right there. You know, you could even say, loosely say this is a inverted head and shoulders. And then that would essentially be your trend line. About $33. I could see it going higher. Like I said, we haven't hit that red dot on the daily yet. Money flow is still looking all right. We are coming down a little bit, but that's nothing new. It can come back down and go back up. So I would watch it.
He said there's a massive cup and handle on the small time frames. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not trading. It's what, on like the 4 hour? You're not really trading silver on the 4 hour. Why is that not showing? There we go. 30-minute. I don't know. Silver is not. I don't see where you're seeing this cup and handle at, Daniel. I mean, this could have been like a cup and handle. Maybe this is what he's talking about on the 30-minute.
Oh, he says 44-year cup and handle.
44-year cup and handle? I don't know how that's possible. 44 years ago, silver was not trading at these prices.
Oh, he says zoom out. So not the high time frames. He probably meant like the large time frames. So maybe like even weeks.
Well, I was on the weeks. Oh. Let's go to the 2 month. So if you're talking like this right here, I mean, I would think this would be the cup and handle. And the handle. So you're talking a rim right there. Yeah, that takes us right to where pretty much the same as this falling wedge right here. If you take that measured move on the falling wedge, it took us right to about the same thing, right about $40. There's a massive, I don't know how that is possible. You're talking about this one. That is you can't really, because if you're going to the yearly, the price, no, we want, let's go 12 months. There we go. So this is the 12-month chart right here. This goes all the way back to 2005. Actually, this goes all the way back to 1802. Okay. So 86, 80. So this is the 1 year chart. So this is the cup and handle that you're talking about right here. Boom, boom. Because this, I don't know how the hell it got up to $48 back in 1980. That would be worth about probably $4,000 in today's. Well, no, maybe not. About $480 in today's money. So yeah, I wouldn't be looking at this cup and handle right here. I wouldn't be looking at that. That's a freaking from 80 to 2011, 31 years. I think that's what you're looking at. Because you said a 44-year cup and handle. So from 1980 to 44, I think that's too much. I don't think that is going to play out like that. I mean, eventually it might. But if you're looking at that, you know, with time frames like this, if you're talking time frames, come on, like this, right? This is what you're thinking, and we're at the breakout. Okay, so that still only puts us to $60, but you know how long that's going to take to play out? That's going to take like 4 or 5 years to play out. You know what I mean? Because that's a 44 years. January 24, 1980. So that's not gonna, it's not just gonna shoot up to 60 like this year. I bet, you know, it might hit 60 out here in 28, something like that. You got to take into consideration the size of the time frame that you're looking at when you're looking at patterns, you know. But silver, definitely buy the dip on silver for sure. That is nice long term. If you own physical, I don't believe in buying paper silver. Yeah, I hear you. I agree. You know, it's a slow mover, you know, but it moves, you know, for sure. And it's a physical representation. It's something that can never be digitally erased. You know what I mean? EMP, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever apocalyptic scenarios you think of, won't get rid of silver. Silver, gold will always retain value of some sort, for sure.
So I actually want to jump backwards because I was looking at the Boss Cat Rocket Club, and the OG cats are at about 100 ADA floor, and none of them excite me. But then the Boss Cat Alien Club is 169. What's the benefit, difference, or advantage thereof?
Boss Cat Aliens were airdropped to people. So I want to say there's only 1,000.
Yep.
Boss Cat Aliens were dropped to the top 1,000 OGs, top 1,000 rank OGs, I think. And then maybe some, it's been so long. Maybe some full, if you own a full rocket, I think you could get an alien. What's the supply?
Supply is 1,000.
Yeah. So I think it was the sub 1,000s, or maybe it was less than that because it was like full rockets too. I think full rockets got some. Hey, bro, I am in the same boat as you. The first Boss Cat I bought was 1,800 ADA, and that was when like ADA was like $2.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dollar in the swear jar.
And then I bought one. I bought a rarer one for like 2,200. It wasn't still at $2 when I bought it, but I bought one for like 20. Yeah, I have tens of thousands of ADA into all my Boss Cats for sure. Not to mention I bought an ordinal which at the time was 0.018, I believe. It was 0.018 Bitcoin. It was like $586 USD at the time. That one that I showed the other night that's still on my phone. So, and I want to say Bitcoin was at like 30,000 at the time. It was a year and a half ago.
That's
what
great.
I mean? Yeah. Well, damn. I've been here a year. I've sold my house over a year ago. So yeah, about 18 months ago. So whatever the price of Bitcoin was like in the spring to summer of 23. Yeah.
I didn't. I think I bought my first Bots Cat Rocket Club. I think it was at 200 ADA.
Yeah.
And I honestly like. It's kind of like once something has taken off, I won't buy it until I see it like bleeding hard.
Right.
You know, like
I've DCA'd all the way down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just saying when I first got into the ecosystem.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Freaking ridiculous.
Because I mean, you know, I mean, what was ADA at when we minted JPEG junkies? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
You know, so
if you know Jeff Duke's apart now. Oh,
that's where well, why hasn't Jeff Dukes told us anything about that?
Yeah. Are you cheating on us, Jeff Dukes?
That's crazy.
You aren't even gonna tell somebody? Like, that's wild. We could have made a minor announcement or something about it. You know what I mean? In the Discord, let everybody know you're a traitor. Just kidding. No, big love to Jeff Dukes. Everything he does, he's amazing. We love him. No alpha yet. Right.
All right.
Well, we'll need some alpha. We need some alpha in the chat that you're in. You know, depending on what levels that you want to give it, how alpha the alpha is. You know where it needs to go. You just put it in there.
I think I'm a king, or the old system. I was like a king or a tycoon or
what is
whatever
ZZ? What is that game? Or what is that team? What is that project? ZZ.
Zesty Zebras. So it was started, man, it's almost 2 years old now, I think, or at least a year and a half.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I realized it. It's just we already talked about Zesty Zebras. So then I was thinking of like the Wizards of Zalthor or whatever the other project is. I was like, are they like the Zizzards of Zalthor or whatever? I couldn't put two and two together. Yeah, when you get the alpha, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you listen, simple-minded, if Jeff Dukes gives us the alpha before you do, you're banned. I don't care where it is. I don't care where it is, you're banned. You're not allowed to go there. No.
All right, let's get into some of the definitely got some freaking stories here. Let's get into a few of these. Boom. Where is the one about Mount Gox? Oh, no. That's
Do you know what would be crazy though?
Let me go back here.
Freaking David, if you guys watched the interview with the Cent Rivals the other day, David and Michael, the two like basically founders of Ascent Rivals, they both had a ton of Bitcoin in Mount Gox. So like you guys, you see them around and stuff. You might think they're cool. You might like the stuff they're doing. They might seem like down-to-earth people. But these guys are about to be the top 0.01% as soon as they get that Mt. Gox Bitcoin. So all I'm saying is, you want to be as supportive as you can so that when they're up, they're flying you out places and taking you, you can see what the other side lives like. They won't even have any conception of money if they get all their stuff back. So all I'm saying is shoot them a DM, be like, hey, I'm here for you. How can I help? Now's the time.
And speaking of Mt. Gox, Mt. Gox emptied 4 of their wallets last night after receiving $370,000 in Bitcoin from Kraken. More repayments coming soon. Mt. Gox currently holds 44,899 Bitcoin. That's 2.85 billion. And if you go to Arkham, so this is the website we were talking about the other day, it tracks wallets. they got all these nice little flow charts and tell you where all the money's going. So that's the big thing right now. Mt. Gox is getting ready to dump some more Bitcoin.
You know what
on head.
You know what I didn't even tell you?
What?
So I sent an email the other day to somebody I was really interested in interviewing, and they responded like quickly. And you know, guess who it was? Okay, if we're thinking about Arkham, it's in that same breath.
Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna see the Joker in Arkham Insane Asylum. No, it's Cerberus, Cerberus.io. So I'm gonna interview them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, maybe we'll get them on, talk about some things, because I said I also wanted to talk to them about. Oh, speaking of which, well, I hope I didn't set a meeting. If I did, I hope I didn't set a meeting. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I don't think we got that far. But yeah, they said that they want to.
John loves it when people slide into his DMs.
Yeah. Slide in my DMs.
Make sure there's some feet pick in there too.
Yeah, I definitely am not a feet guy. But it's just like.
Did you see I dropped some feet pick in Discord the other day?
I saw that and I was just like, wow. Like I saw it and then I was just like, it took me a moment to like recalibrate, to be honest.
Well, I made the statement, you know, no live stream or whatever. And then I started getting that video together and I got caught up doing some other personal stuff. And then when I came back to Discord, I had noticed that he had said, well, give me some feet pick and all will be resolved. All right, whatever. I'll give you some feet pick.
Sheesh.
I'm not gonna put them in jelly or anything, but if you want to look at my nasty ass,
yeah.
If you want to look at my nasty ass toes, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. So China money printer go burr. Apparently they were jealous of Jerome Powell. So China's money printer goes burr. Will it give Bitcoin a boost? The People's Bank of China adopted several stimulus measures, creating liquidity conditions to have benefited Bitcoin's price. So not long after the Fed. So basically it just goes in to say that right here. So they've slashing the amount of funds the banks are required to hold reserves and mortgage rates for existing housing down to 50 points. And that's kind of what we did. You know, after the COVID crash and everything like that, we started cutting rates. And then it used to be like, and the number just keeps going down. It started off like 10-to-1 ratio. Like banks had to hold 90% of everything they loaned out. Then it dropped. And then finally it was like, well, we only actually have to hold 10% of what we loan out. So they can take in $1,000. You know, you deposit $1,000 and then the bank turns around and loans out 900 of that. You know, it's your money, but they're using it to make money. But
it's
now
an improvement. Oh wait, just kidding. Go ahead.
But
keep going.
Now the Bitcoins don't even have to do that. You deposit $1,000 into your bank does whatever the hell they want to do with it.
You said the Bitcoins. The banks don't even have to do that. Yes, and it's 0% reserve requirement, mandatory by the government, that for every $10 million that you deposit in their bank account, they can loan out $1 trillion, and they don't actually have to do anything. So I've had this argument.
They can't do that.
They can't do that many. They can't do that much, but they can loan out
like a 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah. But I will say that I have this argument and discussion with my dad sometimes, and he's like, they can't just print money out of thin air. But the way that money gets printed out of thin air is not from the government. It is through banks and the way that they create credit and then allow people to have debt of money that doesn't exist. There's like over trillions of dollars. I think there's like 200x the supply of money in the system that is actually not printed money, and that is
I want to say it's $115 trillion in debt and only 86 or 87 trillion dollars of actual circulating cash.
Yeah. But yeah. And then you have to imagine all the like leveraging of this and that and all these other things that people do. It's all a bunch of fugazi nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Cardano Credit Union. I mean, Cardano Credit Union, you just have to collateralize everything pretty exponentially and we'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense to me. That's what the big boys do. I don't suggest any person, if you only have 10,000 Cardano and you want to take a loan on that because you want to go degen out with it. First of all, you're probably going to get like maybe 60 cents on the dollar. You know what I mean? You're going to get 60%. So they're going to give you 6,000 to go play with, and you're going to have to hold up that 10,000. And then if the price dips, you can get margin called. If you lose the money, you know what I mean? That's just, I don't know. That's what the big boys do. That's what Michael Saylor does. He leverages his Bitcoin. You never sell your Bitcoin. Why not? You just leverage it. And then you use that debt to buy other stuff. And then when you make gains on that, the debt is offset, so you reduce your capital gains. That's how the big boys do it. But I don't freaking recommend anybody doing it.
Yeah, man.
But basically, so that's what, money printer go burn. China's large-scale embrace of stimulus measure caused many crypto fans to speculate whether the country's move to print money, referencing the popular money printer go burr meme, ultimately benefit crypto. Of course it will, because now have they actually came out and made it legal again?
What?
Bitcoin in China.
Yes.
So it is legal to buy
again whenever it gets to the bear market.
Right. So at the top of the market, they will, make it illegal again. So, I mean, it's kind of a perfect storm. That's just how China does it. I mean, I guess we're smart like that. This I thought was cool. I mean, I know we all hate PayPal and this and that. And, why would you ever, I just blow all my money on cool internet pictures. Hey, that's where all my money from last cycle went, was on cool internet pictures. Buying $2,000, buying $2,000 or 2,000 ADA friggin' boss cats that are worth 100 ADA right now.
Sheesh.
So, personally, do you want to buy and sell and hold on freaking PayPal? Well, of course not. The fees are outrageous. But as a company, you know what I mean? Like as JPEG Empire, if we want to offboard some cash and we want to send it to like PayPal and then use our PayPal account to pay for stuff, or say you're a mom and pop store and you want to accept Bitcoin or this and that. And because Coinbase, let me tell you what, I would rather use Coinbase, but Coinbase customer service freaking sucks. I'm a Coinbase One member, so my personal customer service is good, but trying to get our business account verified on Coinbase has been a nightmare. It kept the verification process, kept sending me in circles. And that was like on 3 different computers, my phone, VPN's on, VPN's off. You text them, they're like, hey, yeah, just do this. You click on that, same freaking thing. It's ridiculous. With Kraken, we got freaking verified on Kraken in like 2 days. It was crazy. And everybody's like, oh, Kraken's going to take forever. It was literally 2 days. And we have a verified account on Kraken. Craziness. But anyways,
I just
PayPal
deposited I just literally deposited, or not deposited, but I guess I did a bank transfer, which I'm apparently allowed to bank transfer up to $32,000 on Coinbase, and it's okay at one time. But so I transferred $1,000, and it is still not available. This was 2-3 days
that's
ago.
Funny. I've been with Coinbase for so long though, and I use Chase, and it's instantaneous.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's not. Well, it said instant on mine, but
But you were able to buy the crypto. You just can't transfer it off of Coinbase.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. That's normal because they allow you to buy it initially, but that money has to go through. The wire still has to go through to Coinbase. And then once that clears, then you can move the money. Yeah.
Lame. Boring. Shout out to iHold.
Yes. And then, whoops. Yes. And this is what we're saying, that this is going to bring so many merchants that already accept PayPal. You know what I mean? Now it's just integrated. They don't have to open a Coinbase account or anything like that. They can accept crypto payments. They can hold crypto. They can transfer crypto to their wallets. So I think it's a big thing. It's just more adoption. You know what I mean? The new function means that PayPal business account holders can now send and receive supported crypto tokens to and from external blockchain addresses. PayPal said the new functionality will initially not be offered to residents in New York State. That's, of course, because you need a special Bitcoin license and everything like that. New York State is crazy. The new features are a part of the online payments company's strategy of increasing crypto utility to U.S. clients. So, I mean, it's definitely bullish. You know, PayPal has introduced, that's the same thing. PayPal also enabling U.S. merchants to transfer crypto to third-party. Yeah, it's all the same thing. They're just talking about the same thing throughout here. So definitely bullish there. Big hack. So Coinbase-backed Truflation has been compromised with a $4.6 million hack. Do you remember? I think we talked about this. So Truflation was a coin that supposedly tracked the true inflation number of the United States or some shit like that. I believe that is what it is. What is that? Did PayPal mention what tokens would be accepted initially? So right now, to my understanding, so PayPal, I know, does Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, and Bitcoin SV. But I remember they were, let me see if I can bring up my PayPal account. They were going to implement, I think they had stuff for Cardano. Let me see here. Crypto. Yes. Okay. Oh, Litecoin. That's what it was. So it's still only showing use PayPal to buy Bitcoin, ETH, PYUSD on Exodus. Okay. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, PayPal USD, Litecoin, and Bitcoin. But I remember there being an article about them accepting Solana and Cardano and some other stuff. But on the website, it's only saying that. Look at that. They're even have a Celsius claim code. You can redeem it here. So if you got a Celsius claim, you can put it into PayPal. But being able to go to right to friggin' I don't know. I just think it's big. They got the stable coin. And I believe PayPal, PYUSD is on Phantom Wallet also. So you can take your PYUSD, send it to your Phantom Wallet, and do some freaking swapping right there. I do believe, now, okay, let's look that up real quick. What time is it? 7:26. We got a few minutes. But yes, so True Inflation was hacked. According to a company, hacker launched an attack using malware, the blockchain security platform. Cyber alerts that Truflation's safe address was compromised, leading to a total loss of approximately 56,000 Truf, valued at around 4.6. If that's a total loss, is that true? So does that mean it's gone? Law enforcement industry collaborators are investigating the situation, determine what happened in the breach for the time being. Staking services are not available. Additionally, users might experience limited liquidity in using DEXs. Truflation has cautioned the community to be wary since active fraudulent accounts are impersonating them. So just another hack. And we are going to see this more and more. As we get into the bull run. Okay, PayPal does not support buying Cardano directly through its platform. However, there are indirect workarounds to purchase Cardano using PayPal, such as finding a cryptocurrency exchange that accepts PayPal as a payment method. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no Cardano. I know there was an article about it though. Where's that? Cardano does not need PayPal. Buy Cardano with PayPal, block trade. So this is okay. So this is from 23. Buy Cardano with PayPal on block trade. PayPal USA. How to buy Cardano with PayPal 2024. That's an eToro thing. Yeah. A lot of people saying Cardano does not need PayPal. But either way, I think that's bullish. So you got anything else?
I am. I don't have anything else. I'm gonna clip the clip of this interview, the last 2 minutes, and I'm gonna put it out very shortly. And it was like, so it's in Spanish, right? But it was a really good question. So I asked the organizer of the event in Colombia for the Constitutional Workshop Committee,
right,
that they had there. I didn't get to go. I was trying to go, but Cardisa, she did go. And I asked him because he mentioned Rare Evo because he was there. And that's disappointing because it means we're right next to each other. There's so many people I was right next to. I didn't even speak to, you know? And I didn't even know we're there. But so I asked him what he thought were the most exciting or like things that left an impression on him at Rare Evo, which honestly, for me, it was the identity thing, like the decentralized identity conversation. I thought that was actually like absolutely crazy. But for him, he said it's always World Mobile Token, and he said, and now what Igon's doing. That those are the two that are the craziest for him. And then as he's saying that, you can just hear the fire alarm in the background. And then like just like shortly after that, I'm like, you know, let him finish the conversation. I mute my mic for like quite some time, and then I'm like, actually, like this has been going on for a minute. Like if there's actually a fire or something's gonna explode, like this might be an issue. And then so I was like, you know, I actually need to attend to this, and I went running down the steps. 9 flights of steps I went running down.
That's
and
funny.
I thought I was an idiot because I came out like on the other side of the building and nobody was outside. And then I came all the way around the side of the building because I didn't bring my keys. I didn't bring my identification, and everybody was outside. So I was like, okay, it wasn't just me. Other people care for their life too.
Well, it's a good thing. Everything is good. I don't want to have to do the show by myself all the time.
Yeah, it would suck. I mean, I enjoyed it. This is one of my favorite parts of the day.
And it's good you didn't get hurt, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't get hurt. Listen, guys. I don't care what anybody. Yeah, I have too much to accomplish. I don't care what anybody says, but I am not gonna die out here like some bitch. There is not a single thing that could happen that is gonna kill me. Not an airplane. Not a damn thing. I got too many things to do. And Jpg Empire has to be $1 billion project before I leave. You know what I'm saying? And funny comment, Simple Minded. I'm not gonna put it on the screen, but let me tell you.
I was about to, but okay.
Let me tell you. So far, I have not fallen off the wagon. And here's something about me. Although we all empathized and connected with the JPEG junkies, a lot of us, that's where we got here, right? We empathize with that. I used to have my fun, but my substance problem. My drug of choice was never anything that was illegal. It was always the socially acceptable one. Oh, that guy, he's just a charmer, you know? He's probably gay. Yeah, he's spending the night at those girls' houses, but he's probably gay. There's probably nothing happening there. You know what I'm saying? He's just a sweet, charming guy. Come to find out. Well, we're not going to say what we came to find out, but I don't have any children that I know of. And if I do have any children out there, dude, thank you for doing me a solid and letting me get this far in my life, and you know what I mean, and not holding me back, right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Thank you for keeping it
note, on that note, if you want any more confessions, tune in Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST. It is John's confession, his very own confessional. Do us a favor.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Thank goodness.
Hit that like, subscribe, share it with a friend, tell all your people, and I think that'll do it, right?
Just in case somebody clips this, okay? I'm a married man. I have 2 children now. We're all happy. So if any of you women are out there, please don't ruin my marriage. I know. I actually sent it in to get it. I got my, there were some gems that fell out, so I got them fixed. Dude, it cost me $15. Cost me $15 to get the gems back in.
Wow.
Dude. It was pretty good. Anyways, shout out to everybody. Hope everybody has a good night. Be safe. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And look, if you're married, you know, just be married. But if you're not married, don't be married and have a good time. But be safe. All right. On that note.
Hurry up, bro. This shirt's hot. Are you going to end the stream, or I guess I should, since we're still live?